Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, uh, happy anniversary, whatever it happens to be for you when you're watching this. Fremont Lee here, views and opinions expressed in this video, or those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Pen ran out of ink. Then random places I put names because I was going to do the top 100 out of the 1,144. But then I got to Joey McIntyre, and I was like, I'm only out of the top 50. So I ended up putting some where I had room with in a different color. The light blue started to run out of ink. I'm like, because the purple started running out of ink. So I used red, and I was like, okay, that's getting difficult to actually read on the yellow. So I changed to the light blue, which started running out of ink. Anyway, my night was pretty good last night. I got to work dairy. The delivery did not show up until almost 2, so we did other stuff. The other two guys worked different aisles. I brought out backstock, and then I was asked to work a different section to help them out. So he who was working the aisle I was going to help could help us. They, yeah. So it was good. It's all good. We got it done. Year is not over yet. It is the 31st. For those of you that don't know, I am an author. I have thought about writing for having a television show, like kind of what I'm doing here, where I'd release it on the internet. And it was actually a show I was actually going to have, like a real show on television as opposed to the internet type of thing. It used to be a dream of mine to have one. And my aunt on the show, or the aunt to the character that would have been more based on myself, but not because it's all fictionalized and whatnot. But it was going to be played by Dawn Wells. She passed away December 30th, which was yesterday. According to the news or the information, it said it was due to complications of COVID-19. She did pass. She was 82, so there is that. For those of you who are like, who's Dawn Wells? She played Marianne Summers on Gilligan's Island. She was also in a movie called The Town That Dreaded Sundown. It said it was based on true events, but they were so, I don't want to say liberal. They were so, it fictionalized pretty much everything. So based on a true thing wasn't actually true anymore. It was like, it may have been based on something, but they blew it so out of proportion. Nothing in the movie was anything like what really happened from the information I read. Didn't mean to bring anyone down. I apologize for that. It is December 31st, 2020 at midnight tonight. Instead of wishing people a happy new year, I'm going to yell Jumanji. Hopefully on this shit, Today's birthdays, December 31st. Anthony Hopkins. Some people refer to him as Sir Anthony Hopkins. Ben Kingsley. Some people refer to him as Sir Ben Kingsley. Bebe Neuwirth. Hopefully, nobody refers to her as Sir. Um, Tim Matheson. Now, BB Newworth. You might not know her by name like that. I mean, Anthony Hopkins, Ben Kingsley. Most people are like, oh yeah, the one guy that was fava beans. That's Anthony Hopkins. Ben Kingsley played Gandhi in like 1982, 83, something like that. Tim Matheson, Animal House, Up the Creek. Sometimes they come back. Yours, Mine, and Ours, starring Henry Fonda and Lucille Ball. He was also Van Wilder's dad in the movie Van Wilder. I don't know what the under caption is, party liaison, but it's mostly referred to as Van Wilder. BB Newworth was Lilith Crane on Cheers and the show Frasier. She was also the aunt to the children in Jumanji, which was a funny reference there. The thing I said, who made an appearance, spoiler, in the movie with The Rock, where the third Jumanji, where I forget what that was called, the next chapter or the next level or whatever, I don't know, with the ostriches and Danny DeVito and Danny Glover. Val Kilmer, James Remar, Barbara Carrera, who was in the movie Never Say Never Again. Producer Sean S. Cunningham, he was one of the producers of Friday the 13th back in 1979, 80, whenever that was. Jane Badler, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. It might be pronounced Badler, Badler. She played Diana in the movie V, 1983, 1984 to 85. I believe 1983 was the TV movie. 84 to 85 was the TV series that they tried to do it based on the movie. And it just kind of like, eh. Vernon Wells, who was in Commando, 1985, where he claimed the character that he played was kind of a Freddie Mercury on steroids. And he was one of the motorcycle guys in the movie Weird Science, 1985. At the end, spoilers, but at the end of the movie, these guys come in on motorcycles, and it's like, rah, 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 and it's like, Mad TV's Michael McDonald. I didn't want to say Michael McDonald and have you think, oh, sweet freedom, shine the light on me. No, wrong Michael McDonald. Mad TV, the one who played Stewart, who's, watch what I can do. That guy. And I am sorry, I actually know that. Scott Ian, the guy with the thing and the musician guy. Jermaine Williams, who played Mushmouth in Fat Albert, 2004. Neil Ross. Vernon Wells. He has like 10 to 15 movie titles in pre-production right now. So there's going to be like a lot of things coming from him, I think, in the next year or so. So hopefully. Taylor Hackford, who I believe was married to Helen Mirren. Tim Considine, or it could be Considine. I know Elizabeth Taylor had trouble with that on the show, whatever that was about Considine. She didn't know how to pronounce it. Then she had it right, and she was like, "Oh, I said that wrong." I was like, "No, you actually had it right." Oh, right. Valentina Vargas, who played Angelique in Hellraiser 4, Bloodline, 1996. Paula Barbieri. Victor Rader Wexler. Pro skateboarder Paul Rodriguez, who is the son of comedian Paul Rodriguez, who was in Crocodile Dundee 3 in Los Angeles. He was also in I think he was in DC Cab. I could be wrong. I know he was in the Kevin Bacon movie Quicksilver, the one where a guy who Kevin Bacon was a stockbroker type guy, and I don't know what he did something where he just kind of like, eh, and he ends up being a messenger, riding the bike to do whatever. Anyway, writer Adam Rifkin, Lisa Joyner, Joey McIntyre, Jerry Reichel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. Reischl. She's the fake Jan. She had a lot of shit for playing Jan Brady in the Brady Variety Hour, which she was hired to do it. She's an actress. She was hired to do it because Eve Plum didn't want to do it. It was like kind of like Tina Louise, where she doesn't want to be Ginger, referred to as Ginger because that was the character she played on the show, and she wasn't really happy with the show based on everything I know about it. I mean, she may have been like, but Jerry Reichel is known as Fake Jan. So on January 2nd, that is Jerry Reichel Day, or Fake Jan Day, which is Jerry Reichel. And Donald Trump Jr. To the late John Denver, Teresa Harris, Edward Bunker, who played Mr. Blue in Reservoir Dogs, 1992. Teresa Harris was in the movie I Walked with a Zombie, 1943. Rosalind Cash, who was in The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, 1984, and Tales from the Hood, 1995. Obviously, she was in other things. Same with Teresa Harris. She wasn't just in I Walked with a Zombie, but those were just like highlights and the only ones I could really recognize. Richard Hamilton, who played D in Men in Black, 1997. He was in another movie too, but I can't. Pale Rider. He played a character in the movie Pale Rider. And Donna Summer, the late Donna Summer, who passed away in 2012. But yeah, Jermaine Williams played Mushmouth and Fat Albert in 2004. I don't know if you heard that. That was my elbow. I don't have any movies to talk about. I don't have any CDs or anything. I did receive some Postmodern Jukebox CDs yesterday. What is today? Monday? No, Wednesday. Give me a second. I need to look. Thursday. Today is Thursday. So I believe I had received them on Monday, which was the 28th. I could be wrong. I could have received them on Saturday, the 26th. Excuse me. Could have been Friday, the 25th. I don't know. There is a movie coming out. I don't know what stage it is in, film wise. I don't know if it's in pre production, post production, or they're still on hold because of COVID. It is called Thursday the 12th. The tagline is sometimes horror comes early or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have any information on it personally. I know I'd like to have invested money in some movies like that, but I'm not financially capable. Uh, I have the dreams to do a lot of things, but I do not have the finances to do those things. And I know that there are some people who, like uh, Kevin Smith, who plays Silent Bob in Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma. Anyway, the he sold off his comic book collection not all of it, some of it, in order to help. And he credit cards. He maxed out credit cards in order to do that. I don't. I think he may have gotten a loan from his parents also to help go towards doing the movie Clerks. Since then, I believe he's bought back most of the comic books, and he's paid back his parents the loan that they gave him. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure if he was the one that got the loan from his parents. Somebody got the loan from their parents and something. I do. I knew. Hey, what? Hey, sorry. I'll use my words, or I'll try to. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, when they did Evil Dead, that was the first version of Evil Dead that they did. Um, the money they received to finance it was from a dentist who it was supposed to be his Vegas money, like he was going to go to Vegas, but something happened to where he couldn't go to Vegas or something. So he was pitched the idea, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And that's that's how they did that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ed Wood, not just the movie starring Johnny Depp, but the actual person who wrote, directed, produced movies like that. I guess you could say he was the Roger Corman of his time, which Roger Corman was Roger Corman of his time, still is, as far as I know. But I want to say Ed Wood was before. Actually, Ed Wood was before Roger Corman. Um, Roger Corman, of course, I want to say was the producer of um, Grand Theft Auto, starring Ron Howard, because Ron Howard wanted to direct. Roger Corman gave him a thing. He's like, if you can write a story based on the title Grand Theft Auto, I don't know. I can't. I'm not sure the whole story on that. I know that happened, but they they did that. But anyway, Ed Wood, the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space. That was the thing. The Catholic Church, I believe, was the financier of, not the entire Catholic Church, but a specific church wanted to make a religious movie or make something money for themselves in order to help finance something that they did. But he talked them out of doing that and into backing his movie Plan 9 from Outer Space, which ended up making more money than most of. I want to. That's not entirely. I don't know the entire story. It's fragments. It's fragmented. It's. I mean, his movies did make money, but they were cheesy. They were cornball, whatever. But they had the story to it, and in the most I want to say Ed Wood's most famous movie was Plan 9 from Outer Space, because he received enough finances for it to where he was able to do something to it, and it got out there. Um, I know that he's done more than just Plan 9 from Outer Space. Um, if you ever see the movie Ed Wood, I want to say they cover that in the movie as to where he got the finances and all that stuff. The movie is in black and white, but that's kind of what the movies were. I want to say George the Animal Steel played Tor Johnson. I think his name Tor Johnson, who was a former wrestler. George the Animal Steel, of course, being a former wrestler, he played the former wrestler. Um, Martin Balsam? No, that's not right. I can see his face. He was in the wrestling movie with David Arquette and Rose Rose McGowan, and not Scott Kahn. Was it Scott Kahn? I think it was Scott Kahn. Anyway, it wasn't Ready to Rumble. Ready to Rum Ready to Rumble was the Jackie Chan movie. It's like more information I share, the stupider I get. So I figured by the end of the year, I'll be like, goo, running out my ear. Um, it is December 31st. I hope your new year it goes well and is fantastic. Because this one, I mean, shit. I remember the joke before the year started. Everyone wanted Barbara Walters to host the dropping of the ball so she could say, "This is 2020," and this was the year that was. I am Walter Cronkite. That was a terrible John Wayne. Uh, I hope you have a good day. I hope you. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for watching. It has been a joy. I most likely won't do another video until next year. I'm kidding. It was a joke. I get it. Humor, I'm stupid. Hey, hey. No, I won't do another one. I might do another video on the first. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I would really like to get cracking on that on my fourth book. I really would. I take care. I hope all is well with you. Merry Christmas. Happy Holiday. Happy. I was going to say happy harmonica. I was like happy. Now I hope you have a happy New Year. If you know, because if you watch this beforehand and you end up like, I'm going to sleep. I don't know. I do the popper and I drop the ball, but uh, oh, that was a whole joke on there about. There was a joke about if you drop the ball trying to drop the ball, can you say you dropped the ball? It's just so the ball wouldn't drop it. But if the, I'll shut up. I'm tired, really, so that's why I'm a little loopy. Again, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I kind of sleep well, stay hydrated. You know, not at the same time because I went to bed. You know, you don't want to do that. But I do thank you for watching. Take care.